What's going on, people? Same shirt. It's Tuesday. Moving towards August. It's the 30th of July. Cheers. So, well, I didn't have to spend any money yesterday on the car. The folks that I took it to, a new place, which I'm going to be going to again. I had forgotten about the place. I had been there years ago. They still had me in their system. They gave me a complete diagnostic for free, which I appreciate because, even getting a diagnostic costs because of labor. And I was down there a couple of hours. And so what I did while I was at the place is I went for a walk. It was hotter than shit yesterday. Encountered some people on the street that I had worked with. And the one lady that I recognized for sure, I follow the protocol, which is if they acknowledge you, then you can acknowledge them. And she was in the middle of something on the street with a gang of other people. So I just nodded and kept on moving. It was hot. So a reminder is that the car was given to me. So it's a gift. And I've gotten a lot of good use out of it. It needs a lot of work. I can drive it for the time being. There's nothing wrong with the brakes. But it does need a lot of work overall, to keep it running. But nothing I have to do just today, especially in light of the fact that the main thing I do is go to the store. So that was a relief, but I do have to, take care of the car. I'm not in a position to buy a new car. I'm not. So, just right quick, comments. So we're here from someone who actually lives in Dunedin, New Zealand. Very cool. Adrian Borland, yes, I agree. There's that he was a victim of the industry's cosmetic expectations. I would agree that Adrian Borland killed himself because of that. We have, unfortunately, scads of victims of the industry. And so here's someone, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Well, I'm going to tell you. I love Dereck's show and watch it frequently. He's got an amazing mind when it comes to music, but I can't stand it when he's drinking coffee. Well, I don't know what, what are you telling me for? That's my response. I drink coffee. Been doing this for years. You know what you can do. Seriously, that shit's annoying. What the fuck? Get out of here. Are you happy now? You got a reaction. That's really what it's about. No, someone is not messing with my car. No, they're not. I have a driveway and a garage, and no. And so John Walker is saying, in your case, for all that matter, all senior citizens should get some kind of discount. Well, I agree, but we're not getting it, so. Yeah, okay, so that's it. And frankly, yesterday I listened to the Chills and was, in listening to Kaleidoscope World, there are some bum tracks on here where, well, I'm just going to try this. I'm just going to do this. And it's like, some things that he's done fall flat for my taste, but that's how it is when you're making music and being creative. You follow your muse. I was listening to the version of Party in My Heart on the 12-inch single that I have, and it's different. It's a different mix than on the album. And I really feel him when he's saying the words about, he I had a party in my heart. No one could stop. No one stopped by. And when he goes, was hoping that people would drop by. I feel that. It's almost like a blues moment where he's just really expressing sadness. Nobody came to my party. I relate to him as a person, as a person. So, just like online, I like to mainly show here what I play, and what I played yesterday because I didn't play very much. I'm still watching Marvel movies. Maybe it's my summer thing. I'm watching Marvel movies, so I played a couple of singles. Yoko Ono's Walking on Thin Ice for John. I've had this for a long time, and I just never play it. Let me see. Dave Spinoza on guitar. Earl Slick. Well, there's a guitar. The guitar on. Okay, so they must have gotten Earl Slick to do. The guitar solo on Walking on Thin Ice is pretty cool. Sounds like something that someone like maybe Nels Cline would do. I really enjoyed this. And the other single that I played was by my favorite Beatle, because I posted this yesterday in 7up, that group. George Harrison, all those years ago. George Harrison was and is my favorite Beatle, was from the very beginning all the way through. I relate to him very much. It's not that we're alike as people, but in some ways we are. The dark horse of the group. So supposedly the tree is getting done today. It's early, and it would make sense to me, as hot as it right now, that the guys would want to get here now and get going, get cracking, but they're not here yet. So, the other thing, before I forget, is I just received in the mail your birthday present, Trish. DJ Trish, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you. I haven't played the Ocean Dreams, but I played your mix, your beach party. Well done. This is a great mix, DJ Trish. I keep all of your CD mixes, Trish, I do. It's very kind of you. For Dereck, groove on, Trish. She's been showing that she has a wide knowledge of music too. When she sends me these mixes, this one is particularly good. Eddie Okwidi, and the nice surprise on here was a decent Jimmy Buffett song, Tides. I've shared before that, among the worst concerts I've ever been to, for me, was Styx. They were too stoned on coke, and Jimmy Buffett was just, I took a date because that's what she wanted, and I regret it. That was not my scene. Jimmy Buffett's band were very competent musicians. They had the audience in the palm of their hand, but I hated every minute of it. Every minute of it. But the Jimmy Buffett song on here is a good song. It is. Tides. Something about your smile. Keep your smile. Really nice mix. Asatan Africa by Kunta Kinte. Thank you. I didn't know about that. Thank you, DJ Trish. So with regards to showing CDs, see, I'm looking at them and no rhyme or reason comes to me, because there's a lot of what you see on vinyl in the CDs. Of course, there's a whole lot more. I don't want any suggestions because I'll just kick against it, okay? Just let me do what I want to do. I'll show some more CDs. Let me just see if I grab right quick, what do I get here? And there's a reason why right there, to leave the damn things alone. Now I got a mess to clean up. So right away, I go this far. the into the O's, the M's rather, mutantes, os mutantes. When I finally got to see them, this CD isn't out. This record of theirs is so high. I really vibed with them, with Sergio Diaz in particular. We took several pictures and talked, and he gave me his phone number and his address. A couple of years later, just for the heck of it, I called the number, and it was him. He said he didn't quite remember me, but he said, when I do that, I mean it. I said, wow, that's just cool. What's next? Mutantes, M-U-M-Y. My Bloody Valentine, Ecstasy and Wine. You know, once again, of all things, I first heard My Bloody Valentine on the radio. And that's why it really caught my attention. I heard something off of this album. Isn't Anything. It was on one of those indie shows that used to be on the radio here. And it's the same way I heard UK for the first time. On the radio of all things. It's like, wow, you know, it's like this is blowing me away. Something good on the radio. Loveless. But these records, must-haves for my taste. My Bloody Valentine. Tremolo EP. Love this band. First thing I bought by the band, Glider. So cool. Just so cool if you know this. You Made Me Realize. When they played this, when I saw them live, they did the feedback thing. I timed it. Almost a half an hour. I'm not exaggerating. It was amazing. Feed Me With Your Kiss. I love My Bloody Valentine. Keep going. Thankfully, I have this on vinyl as well. German psychedelic rock, really good. My Solid Ground. From the 70s. Really good. Here's one. I need to play it. It's been a while. La Nouvelle Serenité with John Hassel, Harold Budd, and Gavin Bryars. I have to play it. It's been a while. Here's one that was sent to me. I think, is Charlie on here? Yeah, Charlie Kaywood, however you say his name, sent me some stuff a few years back that he plays on, and this is one of them. My Trixie Spirit. In the Prague, this is on the Prague side. Here's one, this is cool. I haven't played it in a while, but The Healing Voice by Sylvia Nakach. This is back from the days of trying to push new age music, and this was something of this is good. Tatsuya Nakatani, the Gong Orchestra guy. I have some of his stuff. This is Rock Garden. Almost all of his, I think all of his releases are improvisations. It's compelling stuff if you don't know. Okay, I'll try to remember to make a list of what I showed because it's small so you can't read everything. This is another one by Tatsuya Nakatani with Vic Rawlings. And I think it says Piccolo Arias. Another improvisational set. This one, when I bought it from him, there was no cover. Hasei Deshelis Nakatani. Got all kinds of stuff like this. And this It's a Nakatani CD with no information. This one you can barely see the information. But I love stuff like this. Zebuco. Scientists levitate small animals. A while back, someone asked me, what do I do when I listen? And then the last thing I'll show is this. Tatsuya Nakatani's Primal Communication. You know, thinking about that, years ago, I remember having a kind of a confrontation at a listening session over at a friend's house. Andy, love the guy. But Andy is one of those people who's really social and loves to talk. He's the person that I quit cocaine with. We both got off of it together. And we got into an argument more than once where, because I would say, you know, I'd bring over records and then he'd have stuff to listen to and we put it on and we get in a little ways and Andy would just start babbling, talking. And it's like, I said, when are we going to listen to the music? I wanted to listen to this music with you. So when I listen to music, it's a variety of things, but I am geeky enough that I'll actually sit in the living room, sit here and face the stereo and just listen and listen. I do other things as well as listen. I will get on the internet and do my business on the internet while listening. I will do art like this other person said. I draw. I do collage. I conceptualize. I'll sit here and think of ideas. Sometimes I'll read. You know, the nice thing about all these reissues is how many of them provide you with a lot of information, and so those are perfect times to read the stuff. I don't always, but that's another thing that I do sometimes when I listen. But I really am a nerd. I listen. That's what I'm doing, you know. You know, I can do a lot of things with it, but I love to listen to music. I'm very visual too. So I'll go onto the Vimeo channel, and sometimes look for interesting short films. And as much as I'll watch them, maybe if I find something that's kind of psychedelic, I'll just watch it while listening to what I'm listening to. So there you go. Okay, that's what I want to share today. Hope everyone's okay. This is what I do. You know, one last comment. It's just a comment. In catching up with all the Marvel movies, and I do enjoy them, and I even enjoyed a movie last night with Jennifer Lopez called Atlas, a science fiction movie where she was good in it. But like real life, and probably exaggeratedly so, everybody wants to be funny in the movies. Almost every other line is a joke, or somebody being a smartass, or trying to see how. And this is the way it is in real life, and frankly, it annoys me after a while, because it's like, is that all y'all can do? Is that all you can do is joke? Is why we can't get nothing done because everybody's still stuck in junior high school? Like, I'm really following, as always, current events, politics, but I also see where it's kind of stupid to me how these memes of Kamala with the records, you know, the actual clip where she shows what she bought, the Charlie Mingus and the Roy Ayers, is cool. So these memes where people are putting in their favorite records and stuff, that's just annoying. And it just to me is a reflection of just how off the mark we as people are. I hate watching how politics is played as theater in the United States. There's already a special on Tubby or whatever, Tubi, about the Trump assassination that bullshit. I think it's all fake and staged, and it's just ridiculous. And I listen to him. It never makes any sense. And then when the outrage comes after things he said, like some of that shit about you won't have to vote anymore in 4 years. Oh, it was just a joke. And this is a guy you want for president? Okay, that's what I have to say about that. On with the music.